Why, you might ask, am I surrounded by toys and just tons of Lego, some made, some not so made? Well, it's because there's lots of conversations around complicated and complex, always on the internet, LinkedIn, and whilst I like what people are saying, I feel that there's a problem in the way that people are putting across complex, because they're kind of saying like you've got a mash of stuff which will never result in anything and just to start again. Like, and with respect, Mike, the paint, brilliant. It's a great way of explaining it. But you've got that mix of paint, and I'll put a link to this in the post. Then you can't undo that. You have to then buy a new paint and do something else, and you throw that old paint away. And for me, that's where a lot of the kind of metaphors for this break down. I have always preferred to talk about it using the idea of Lego, and not saying, as one commenter, and I'll kind of credit you with this in the post, said that melting down the Lego bricks and having to do something else with it. I prefer to see it this way. I've got two kids, they're brilliant. They are 6 and 8. If I give the 6-year-old some Lego designed for a 6-year-old with a picture of what it looks like and some clear instructions, there's a good chance he'll sit down, he'll follow the instructions, he'll piece it together, and he'll end up with something which looks very much like what was intended. Banging. The alternative to this is when I give the 6-year-old child, my boy, a couple of other people to work with, and I say, I think I kind of want something that looks like Hogwarts, or kind of want something that looks like Millennium Falcon. I think that's what I've been asked for. Here's a massive pile of Lego. Lego. Lego, Lego everywhere. Massive pile of Lego. Bring it together for me. I've got some kind of big, broad steps that I want you to follow, but over to you. Now, as brilliant as my 6-year-old child is, he has to then work with other people who have different backgrounds, different understandings. He's working with a vague understanding of what I say that I want, but maybe it's not what I need. He has to then relay that to other people. And all of a sudden, this isn't just a case of following some instructions. This is a case of them having to work together with the pieces they're presented with the skills that they have, learn together, experiment, keep working with those pieces, and find a way to produce the final outcome. This, for me, is a better explanation of complex. When I give him the instructions and he follows them through and he gets to the end point, that's complicated. What do you think?